Hello and welcome back to Swift Automotive's Facebook Live Thursday. Again, we're talking about the month of April now and tax time. Unfortunately, you're down to the wire, by the way. Don't want to make anybody depressed about tax time. But it's also air conditioning month, so we're going to talk about that. We also want to talk about getting your toys out of the garage, getting them out of the shed, getting them out ready for summer. And the crucial thing is everybody's going to be looking for new cars, buying something new, how important it is to have an inspection, and we're going to show you why on this Toyota pickup out here. So let's go out and take a look at what's going on. Of course, you can see we got a few toys. We brought them so we can see. Some people are getting some stuff out and getting them ready for summertime. We talked about this one, this frame off right here. Gentleman has a 55 pickup, Chevy pickup that he's putting on top of this frame. It's got Corvette front end, Corvette rear end, but basically it's all brand new, so there's no fuel lines, no brake lines, none of the lines feeding, transmission lines, all that stuff. So we're manufacturing our own to custom fit to this vehicle. I'll show you what we're talking about. Of course, last week you saw it, but now you can see where we've actually made some lines, starting to get them run. We custom build our own, runs all the way to the back. It's going to feed that. We now have front ones, getting the front lines that'll feed each wheel on. We're eventually going to have fuel lines coming clear from the tank and feeds up to the carburetor and transmission lines. So we're basically custom building all that stuff. As you can see, Carl's working on, we're calling it the miniature grave digger. Gentleman has one that's a kind of a rock crawler that wants us to get it ready for summer, get it up and running. And Roger's working on a Harley Davidson over here, so we got plenty of toys. Also, again, we were talking about air conditioning. The Challenger up here, the DJ's working on. Basically just doing a basic check to make sure it's full of Freon, ready to go for summer. Make sure there's no leaks, make sure there's no issues, and make sure you're ready to go. So what we were talking about, inspections. I want to show you this Toyota. Basically, this gentleman just bought this for his son back in February. They've been driving around, really didn't notice, made a few noises, wasn't quite sure what was going on, but didn't have it inspected before he bought it. And one of the crucial things that we found that I want to show you, this is an upper ball joint. So it connects to an upper control arm, and if you look at this, we want no play in this. This pivots, and that's how you steer. If this comes apart, you will end up in a ditch somewhere. And if you look at this one, it's got huge amounts of play, which means this could pop apart and he loses total control of this vehicle. So we're going to raise it up. So we can show you a couple other things that you can't see unless you have it inspected. And this is a perfect example. These are front axles. They call them CV joints. And if you'll look at this one over here, I can show the light just right. This boot's been torn for a long time. If you can see that. So basically all the grease that was inside this boot is now gone. And we've replaced it with dirt, water, snow, garbage, and it chews up this joint. Basically what happens if you look at this side, this one is that close to tearing. Basically, they just dry rot, tear, and tear on their own. Or sticks can go through there. Any kind of, lots of things can tear those boots, especially as they get old. So it's crucial that you have vehicles inspected, especially if you're buying them. There isn't a dealer anywhere that will not allow you to have a vehicle inspected before buying it, and this will protect you before you purchase it, or at least give you information that you know what you're looking for or having to repair once you get it. So I want to appreciate you back joining us for Facebook Live Thursday. Join us next week. Remember, it's air conditioning month. Get ready for the warm weather. It's been 70s the last few days. It's supposed to be 70 again today. Talk to you soon.